So you have a situation where you are unable to decide which model to use when, which LLM, like we have different providers. You have Kimi, you have DeepSeek, you have Gemini, you have Claude. So we have a number of providers, and eventually all of them have a different cost and they're based on their input output tokens. So this is the exactly difference, like we need to figure out like when to use when. It's a replay engine, you can say. You can just plug it into your rack system or any agentic AI application. You can just ingest this into your system and eventually trace back your LLM calls. You can just compare what your actual LLM cost, and if you have any other LLM, then you can compare this and then you can use the cheaper one. So SigNoz is a replay engine for your LLM cost optimization. So and this is based on SigNoz, like it uses SigNoz to trace back to the original contest. I have opened the SigNoz instance and you can see I have a number of going on. So I'll just go and choose this LLM gateway. This was the query I seeded initially. So you can see this is summarized the benefit of microservice architecture. We have used Kimi here, and this shows AI input output tokens and eventually with its cost. So what we will do is, we just have just prompt this into the system, and now we have used this much of cost in our rack system, or you can say any AI application system. So now we want to trace like what if we have used instead of Kimi any other model. So we will just simply just copy the trace ID and then just go on here. We can go on, just enter our trace ID and just hit replay. Now what it does, it goes and asks three different providers, and compare their messages, input output tokens, and eventually cost, and which one have better latency as well. So this makes it a traceable engine for your application. Yeah, you can now see we have also summarize the benefit of microservices architecture, and this was your original Kimi K2.6 which we are using in our application, and you can say its cost was around 0.01259, and it takes this much duration. This is 17% for 14 output tokens. So now the goal was of SigNoz is to do and ask the three different providers, like it has a DeepSeek, even a Llama, and then Quen. It has the same question, and it will calculate your swap score. Swap score is basically like if the cost is lesser than your original, then it will show you to swap, else it will show you don't swap. So we can say it's like ghost cost is around 0.007. This was your original cost, and so yeah, you can say this was the cost. Eventually we can we don't have to swap this. So this is what SigNoz does. It replaces your engine and get back to three different or four different providers you have ever thought of, and just hit go on traces it. You can just go on and check the original trace of this model as well. Thank you.